Fires in electric vehicles. Electric vehicle fires often attract media attention, creating the impression that this type of vehicle is particularly prone to catching fire. But how often do electric vehicles actually burn? When considering only vehicles that are less than 2 years old, we can see that the frequency of claims is close to that of petrol vehicles, but is still significantly lower than that of diesel vehicles. However, the number of insured e-vehicles is comparatively small, and therefore the data will only be significantly meaningful as the population increases. Fires are often caused by residual currents in the electrical system, which are caused by defects or corrosion. In the case of electric vehicles, the cell chemistry, keyword thermal runaway, is in focus, although modern vehicles have protective mechanisms to prevent such scenarios. Vehicles with combustion engines have an additional risk of fire due to oil leakage, which does not exist in electric vehicles. The analysis of Allianz claims showed that many reported fires did not affect the vehicle itself. Winter tires that were destroyed in a warehouse fire, for example, are also coded as fire. Of the actual vehicle fires, 40% were caused by external sources and 20% by technical defects. In addition, there were cases of arson as well as incidents in which the cause of the fire remained unknown at the time of investigation. The AZT examined fire damage cases of the years 2020 to 2024 to analyze the actual risk and the causes. The results show that the fire frequency for electric vehicles are significantly lower than that of gasoline and diesel vehicles. Only new gasoline vehicles have a fire risk comparable to electric vehicles. Examples of technical defects include manufacturing faults, short circuits, and failures in the power electronics. In the high-voltage battery, there was only in a single case a fire. In reality, external sources of fire, such as fires in neighboring buildings or vehicles, play a much greater role than is often assumed. Fires after accident collisions are rare because the high-voltage battery is well protected. Studies show that electric vehicles in collisions have no increased risk compared to combustion engines. Flooding also does not pose a major risk, as penetrating water conducts electricity poorly and batteries are structurally protected. There is a risk of long-term flooding with saltwater, as this can create corrosive conductive paths. In summary, it can be said that electric vehicles do not have an increased risk of fire, and that the high-voltage battery in particular is far less often the cause of fires than is commonly believed.